What's up, guys? We got Smallville, Season 8, Episode 10, Bride. Okay, so this episode starts off with Lois. She's trying to like preparate Chloe and Jimmy's wedding and all that stuff. And Jimmy's like, hey, Lois, you and Clark could be an item. And she's like, wait, what? Me and Clark? Dude? No, I don't think Clark can and are supposed to be together. He's like, I know my stuff. Close Clark would be great to get. Clark and Lois would be great together. So, so yeah, so yeah, so yeah. So then we get a word from they're doing it. So Davis keeps trying to call Chloe, but Chloe keeps declining his calls. And yeah. So then at the wedding, and before the wedding, Lex Oliver says, "Hey Clark, Lex is alive," and I'm like, "Come on, is this because you just have to have Lex Luthor in the story, or because of other stuff, or because yeah?" Anyway, um, Clark takes his tracker so he can't. He's like, you're gonna wait without me, but he's like, it was his pilot's like, hey, while you guys were doing your lover squirrel, I got another tracker, so Lex Oliver Green Arrow's up to find Lex, but who does he find? He finds a girl, kicks his butt, but that girl turns out to be Lana. So in the synopsis, it says that Clark goes looking for Lex but finds Lana, but no, it's actually Oliver. Oliver goes looking for Lex but finds Lana. So so yeah, so yeah. So that raises a question. Last season, when Lana left, did she leave on her own, or did someone make her do it? I guess we're gonna find out later in the season if she left, or did someone make her leave. So yeah. Well, Lana's a good fighter now, so yeah. So so yeah. So they're like, hey, she's like, we gotta all do a car test, and he's like, then come to the wedding, and she's like, no, I can't do that. But he's like, didn't you say you wanted to do what Clark would do? Clark would support his friends. So he's like, so off screen, she flies off with Oliver. So yeah, so Clark and Chloe, because Chloe was going to use meteor rocks because of course now she doesn't know but Clark's ability, which I'm still mad about. Clark has to hide from her. She's like, hey, let's use some meteor rock. But he's like, no, don't use that. Let's use a flower that I kept from you for freshman year. So yeah. So Clark and Chloe start dancing. Chloe's like, hey, Clark, what could you keep from me? And then we see Davis, and he's still trying to call Chloe with no avail. And then we see like blood all over him, blood in one of the bags. And one of the guys is like, hey, he's like, what'd you do? And he's like, I keep blacking out. And he's like, you gotta stay away. He's like, no, you're gonna come with me. And he turns into this like rock creature and probably kills the guy. So because I always sees blood on his tire. So yeah. So Clark and Jimmy, I think they get engaged. Yeah, but when they're about to show, Lana shows up, and I think this is where Lois gets a little jealous because she goes out to talk outside with Oliver about how she has feelings for this guy. So yeah. So at the wedding, a big rock monster, which the credits label Doomsday, so I'm gonna name him Doomsday. Doomsday comes in, is like, get out of the way, Jimmy. Jimmy tries, he's like, get out of my way, Clark. And he doesn't actually talk, but he talks once, but he's like, get out of my way. Knocks Clark and attacks Jimmy, and he's like, Chloe, and kidnaps her. And they're like, hey, Doomsday's got Chloe. So, yeah. So, yeah, so want to text someone saying that the Archer bought, that the Archer, what she told, that the Archer bought, Oliver bought what he told her. I don't know what that means in car. And he's like, I went to the fortress and got rid of Chloe's memories and know my secret. And he's like, would you be mad if I didn't tell you? And she's like, and he's like, I would have been mad. He's like, you don't mean that. He's like, Clark, I would have gone somewhere, but you're in my, I love having you in my life, Clark. And then we get to the hospital where Clark's talking with Lana. Lois comes up, and she's obviously hurt by this. So Clark's like, when Clark meets with her, she's like, where she's like, and Jimmy's really hurt. We're gonna take him to Metropolis, and then we're gonna wait for Chloe. And she's like, why does this keep happening? Why does it keep happening around us? And he's like, I'm gonna find her, I promise. And then we see Doomsday carrying Chloe in the last episode. Brainiac infected the fortress, making it all dark, and we see Doomsday holds her, put her in a thing, and then she just smiles. And that's and then we see someone, basically Lex, watching watching Chloe and Jimmy wedding, and basically that wraps up this episode. Okay, so we got the return of Lana. We got the kind of love. Clark and Lois still showing her feelings for Clark, but now Lana's back in the picture. I feel like she's now kind of hurt by this and jealous. Chloe, Doomsday. I'm calling him Doomsday because that's what, when I just watched this episode, the credits called him Doomsday, and I'm gonna call him that for the rest of the review. He showed up, beat up Clark, and yeah, I think this is what Clark's realizing, that he could have protected Chloe if Chloe knew his secret. Or something. I don't know. But wow, what a really good episode this was. Last episode, I liked it, but the ending just made me a little mad. This episode was pretty decent. We got the return of Lana. Lana is a really good fighter. She's a really good fighter. She's a really good fighter. She's a really good fighter. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, evening, and I'll see you next Smallville.